In this video we're heading out for an overnight camp in the Jeep, and it's going to be Lizzy the Corgi's first camp. So we just pulled out on the side of the road just to have a look at the conditions, and it's very bright. The snow here is, I don't know, a couple of inches, but we can get into some of these side roads, so that's good. So I passed one a little bit further up the road, which we're going to head back to, but it's going to be very muddy for the dogs. So I'm trying to avoid. Well, Lizzy, come on. The dogs are having a pretty good time, but it'd be nice when we get somewhere nice and we can start getting set up. So we managed to find a pretty nice spot tucked in behind the trees, and we weren't visible from the main road, which was kind of nice. There seemed to be lots of deadfall around, and the snow wasn't too deep with some dry patches, so all was good. Come on, Lizzy. Elizabeth. So I think this is a pretty good spot. It's not too much mud. It's level. Do have some trees around, but I'm not expecting any severe wind or anything like that. I'm sure we can get some firewood from around here. So yeah, it'll work out nicely. My big thing really is just to try and keep the dogs somewhat clean. What do you see? That steak? Come on. Easy. You ready? Go get it. So we've got a couple of options for sleeping arrangements tonight. We've got the rooftop tent, or we can just sleep in the back of the Jeep. They're both kind of rigged up, but I also brought my hammock, which I will be putting up because I'd like Lizzy to experience the hammock, because that's how I tend to camp out quite a bit. So we'll spend some time in the hammock, get her used to that. And I just want to make sure she's going to stay in the same area. I'll do quite a few retrieves, or recalls I should say. So I'll let her go a distance, then I'll keep calling her back with treats until, you know, she gets the idea. It's like we're on a walk, and I do the same thing. So I just want to have that confidence that I can call her back whenever I need to. And I do have my Apple tracker that I have for a harness, so if she does get a bit squirrely and start to run off, I'll put a harness on so I can't lose her. So that's the plan, but first things first, I think I'm going to get my chair out and get set up. Come on, you going to come set up the chair with me? So the hammock I've got with me today is a OneTigris Kompound, and my wife slept in this. I've never actually spent the whole night in this thing, but it's very comfortable. I like the way it actually sets up, and I'll link a video above if you're interested in seeing more of this. But let's get this set up and see if Lizzie likes it. Despite not using this hammock for an overnight camp, I have spent quite a bit of time just using it as a recreational seat and just lounging around when I'm camping. For the 50 price tag, it's a very feature-rich hammock. It has this interesting cover that goes over the top of you to help keep the heat in, and obviously it has the bug net that's zippered on one side, and it comes with the straps and the little bag that you see. So it's pretty hard to beat for that price. The only downside to this hammock is it's a little bit small for having pets. My War Bonnet Eldorado is a much larger hammock, and that can certainly fit in Simon as well as Esme. But with this hammock, I think I could only really fit Lizzie. Okay, so I've got a couple of treats to encourage her. So let's see how it goes. Lizzie! Lizzie! Lizzie, come on! Lizzie! Good come. Good come. Come on, Esme. Come on. Lizzie, come. Come on. And treats. Lizzie, come. Come on. Come. Come on, Lizzie. Come. Good girl. Good come. What do you think? All right. Here, Lizzie. Well, she seems pretty comfortable in the hammock. This hammock's a little small for 2 dogs. But with just me and Lizzie, or just me and Esme, this will be just fine, I think. Was a good girl. Oh. You ready? You wait. There you go. Good girl. So I think she did pretty good in the hammock. There was no stress. She wasn't trying to claw her way out, so she seems pretty comfortable as long as you stay calm. Like most dogs, they get a lot of their cues about when they're uncomfortable from their owners or other people around them, or other dogs sometimes. So just keeping nice and calm is going to make her feel nice and calm. But she's off exploring. I'm going to have to keep a close eye on her. Lizzie, come on. Lizzie, come on. Good girl. Go see Esme. Esme, come. Come on, Es. Good girl. Come on this way. Let's go. Es, come. Really enjoy getting to this part of the camping. Finally got my chair set up, I've got my little stove running, I have some wood on standby, and I can kick back and watch the dogs play for a little while. This red camp stove has done me very well. I've owned it for several years now and it was pretty cheap. I've got a link in my Amazon store if you're interested, but the cost is around 50 bucks and it's stainless steel, and I haven't had any problems with it. It's a little bit bashed and warped in places, but it still works just as well as it did when I first got it. I really prefer this type of campfire. It's much better than an open campfire in my opinion. It's very easy to maintain, you don't have to cut much wood, and it's a little bit safer, it's not going to get away from you. And at night it still lights up like a standard campfire without half the work. So we just finished up with our supper. That was the T-bone steak that we had. I think it was a T-bone. But we just cleaned up the wood we used and the grate, so we're not leaving any smells or anything around. The dogs had a good time so far. I think Lizzie got a bit nervous earlier when it was all quiet and she could hear the animals moving around. But other than that, she's doing great. I think she's going to be fine. The little stove, as usual, is just my perfect camp stove. It takes very little energy to feed it, and it gives off enough heat and cooking ability for a full-size fire. You don't need a full-size fire typically if you're a single person just camping out. This is more than adequate. Lights up when it gets dark, and you can just feed it with branches, a couple of twigs, things like that, and it'll burn all night long. Yep. And it's super cheap as well. Yeah, I've noticed they both feed into each other too. One will start kind of woofing, woof, woof, and the other one woof, woof. So Esme's not normally very sketchy. If she sees something, she'll let me know. So she doesn't really just randomly bark at stuff. Lizzie's kind of still learning the ropes yet. She doesn't know what's normal and what's not. But that'll take a little bit of time. But I'm going to kick back, listen to my audible buck that I'm listening to at the moment. And yeah, just keep feeding the fire, relaxing. It's been a beautiful day so far. No stress. Just good camping fun. Good girl. Well, good morning. The time is around 7:15 and obviously it's light outside. Had a very nice sleep last night. Very comfortable. I think Lizzy, she stayed calm and she slept pretty close to me all night, and Esme took the bottom part. So yeah, it really does work if you're just sleeping inside the Jeep, just for simplicity. I just want to make sure that Lizzy had a really good time, nothing confusing, and so it'll build up her confidence when we go out and camp in different situations. Now she knows what it's all about, and she had the support of Esme to show her that everything's okay. So it was very good. So just got a few things to pack up, and then we'll be on our way. Come on. Hello. So we had a really good night, and we've had breakfast, and we're going to be packing up and moving on pretty soon. I only had to clear up my little fire pit as well as my chair, and that was pretty much it. Very lightweight, took less than probably 3 minutes to pack the whole thing up, and then we're good to go. I think the dogs see something in the forest somewhere, so it's probably some deer or whatever. So we had a really good time. I think Lizzy's had a good introduction to camping, something that wasn't stressful, and hopefully she'll look forward to it next time we go, which was the main purpose. You just have to try and introduce them to camping slowly, building it up with, you know, more complex type of camping setups over time. But I think she had a good time. I think Esme's presence actually helped quite a lot, just to make her feel confident, because she is a little bit nervy sometimes when things are new. But she's also going to puppy classes to introduce her to other dogs and get some good lessons learned. So that's about the end of the video. So we're going to take off from this point and see how the roads are. You ready to go? No? Well, I gauge that as a very successful and enjoyable trip. Getting the first camp out of the way with Lizzy was a big win, and I think she had a really good time. Dogs will always remember a negative experience more than a positive one, so making sure she had a positive experience will make the other camping trips going forward much easier. What I don't want to do is make her anxious in unfamiliar environments. I want her to learn that I'm in charge, and if I'm calm and relaxed, then she should also be. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and until next time, take care. And as always, thank you very much for watching. If you like my videos, leave me a comment, maybe a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe.